Welcome to Bedtime Stories with tales from around the world. Here we uncover the original versions of stories you may think you know, fairy tales that are not only beautiful, wise, and thrilling, but also at times gruesome and violent. These tales, passed down through generations, reveal the darker truths behind the folklore. Viewer discretion is advised, as some stories may contain themes not suitable for children under 13. So sit back, relax, and let us guide you through the magical, haunting, and unforgettable world of bedtime stories.
Once upon a time, there was a king who had a beautiful garden, and in that garden stood a tree which bore golden apples. These apples were carefully counted, and about the time when they began to ripen, it was discovered that every night one of them was gone. The king grew very angry and ordered the gardener to keep watch beneath the tree. The gardener sent his eldest son to watch, but at midnight he fell asleep, and in the morning another apple was missing. The second son was sent, but he too succumbed to sleep, and once more an apple vanished. At last the youngest son offered to keep watch. At first the gardener refused, fearing harm would come to him, but finally he agreed. At midnight the youngest son heard a rustling in the air. A bird of pure gold flew down and began snapping at the apples. The boy shot an arrow, but it did no harm. Instead, the bird dropped a single golden feather before flying away. The feather was carried to the king, and all the council marveled at it, saying it was worth more than all the kingdom's wealth. But the king declared,
"One feather is of no use to me. I must have the whole bird."
The eldest son set out first. On the road he met a fox. He raised his bow to shoot it, but the fox cried,
"Do not harm me, and I will give you good counsel. You seek the golden bird. Tonight you will reach a village with two inns opposite each other, one rich and splendid, the other poor and mean. Do not go into the fine one, but rest in the humble inn."
But the son scoffed, thinking,
"What can a fox know?"
He shot at it, missed, and went on his way. That evening he saw the two inns, and in the grand one was music and feasting. The shabby one looked miserable.
"I would be a fool to stay here,"
he said. So he entered the fine inn and forgot both the bird and his homeland. The second son later set out. He too met the fox, received the same advice, and ignored it. His elder brother beckoned him from the window of the fine inn, and he joined him, forgetting his quest as well. At last the youngest son begged leave to seek the bird. His father was reluctant, for he loved him dearly, but at length he agreed. On the road, the fox again appeared, gave the same counsel, and this time the son listened. He thanked the fox, who said,
"Sit upon my tail, and you will travel swiftly."
And they sped away so fast that the wind whistled through his hair. He obeyed the fox, staying in the poor inn. In the morning the fox guided him further.
Ahead is a castle. Outside lie soldiers fast asleep. Pass them by, and inside you will find the golden bird in a wooden cage. Beside it stands a golden cage. Beware, do not place the bird into the golden one, or you will regret it."
The son entered, saw the wooden cage, and beside it the shining golden cage. Thinking it foolish to take so fine a bird in such a shabby cage, he moved it, and the bird shrieked. The soldiers awoke, seized him, and carried him before their king. He was sentenced to death unless he could bring the golden horse that ran swifter than the wind. The fox appeared once more.
"You would not listen and see what has happened. Still, I will help you. When you reach the stable, put the old leather saddle upon the horse. Do not touch the golden one beside it.
The son obeyed at first, but when he saw the horse, he pitied it.
It would be a shame to use this old saddle,
He said, and reached for the golden one. Instantly the groom awoke, the guards rushed in, and he was captured again. This time he was told he must bring the king a princess or die. The fox gave him counsel.
At midnight she goes to the bathing house. Meet her, give her a kiss, and she will follow you. But do not let her bid farewell to her parents.
The son followed the plan, but when the princess wept and begged to see her father, he relented. At once the guards seized him, and he was brought before the king. The king set yet another task.
In 8 days you must dig away the great hill that blocks my window view.
The task was impossible, but the son labored tirelessly. On the 7th day, the fox appeared.
Lie down and sleep, I will do the work.
And by morning the hill was gone. Now the king kept his promise. The youth won the princess, the horse, and the bird, but the fox warned him again.
We shall take them all, but you must obey. At each exchange, hold your ground and take what is offered. Beware also of 2 things. Never ransom anyone from the gallows, and never sit beside a river.
The plan succeeded. The horse was his, the bird sang in his hand, and the princess rode behind him. But when he passed the village where his brothers had vanished, he saw a crowd. 2 men were about to be hanged. They were his brothers. Forgetting the fox's counsel, he ransomed them with all his gold. They journeyed on together. At last, in a pleasant wood, the brothers said,
let us rest by the river and eat.
Though warned, he agreed and sat down. While he suspected nothing, they crept behind and pushed him into the river. They took the bird, the horse, and the princess, and carried them home to the king, saying,
All this we have won by our labor.
But the horse would not eat, the bird would not sing, and the princess wept without ceasing. The youngest son fell to the bottom of the riverbed. It was nearly dry, but his bones were sorely bruised, and the bank so steep he could not climb out. Then the fox appeared once more and reproached him.
Had you obeyed me, none of this would have happened. Still I cannot leave you.
He drew him out by his tail and warned.
Your brothers lie in wait to kill you if they find you here.
So the youngest son disguised himself as a poor traveller and came secretly to the king's court. No sooner had he entered than the horse began to eat, the bird to sing, and the princess ceased her tears. He revealed the treachery of his brothers, who were punished. He was reunited with the princess, the horse, and the bird. And when the old king died, he inherited the kingdom. Long afterward, walking in the wood, he met the fox again. With tears in his eyes, the fox begged,
Please, kill me, and cut off my head and feet.
At first he refused, but at last, with sorrow, he obeyed. In that moment the fox was transformed into a man, the princess's long-lost brother, who had been under enchantment for many years. Thus happiness and peace returned. The youngest son, the princess, the golden horse, and the golden bird lived in joy, and their tale was told for generations.
What did you think of today's story? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more tales from around the world. If there's a story you'd love to hear next, share it with us below.